All right. Uh, so good afternoon, everybody. So welcome back from our Numpy class. So I think yesterday we talked about how you can install Numpy. Then we talked about how you can create an array. So and also we talked about one-dimensional array, two-dimensional array. Then today we'll be starting with three-dimensional array. So let me type it 3D array arrays. So let me change this one to Markdown because it's code. Change it to Markdown. Then you run it. So what are three-dimensional array? So three-dimensional arrays are array of elements that has three dimensions. So they have um um three rows. Then also they have three columns. So they have three rows and three columns. So for example, to create a three-dimensional array in Python, let's still use our ARR, which is equal to we use NP. Hold on. You have imported numpy as NP, then dot array. Then we now have to have it in the brackets. So the first array, let's do the first array to be one, one, two, three, then comma. Then let's do the second one to be what? 456, 456, 456, then comma. Then the third one should be 789. Let's do 7 comma 8 comma 9. Yeah, let's print this one out. Okay, let's do the last one. Let's see. We want it to have four rows and has three columns. So let's do the fourth row, which is what? Yeah. So you do 10 9. You do 10 11, then 12. So after you've done this, so you now do print print ARR, right? ARR. Then if you do this, you should get error because you did not cover it. But let's see if it will run. Okay, yeah, I expect this. Okay, it's saying NP not defined. So what we need to do um is to what let's import numpy. Because I've done it before, that was why I didn't import it. But what I can do here is that numpy as import numpy as what? NP. Or I can come to this folder and run all of this. If I run this, it will work as well. But let me just run this. Let's see if it will run. So it's giving me error because array takes from 1 to 2 position arguments, but 4 we are given. So what we need to do is to include, let's say, another one, another one. So let's put them here. Uh, so let's run it. Let's see if okay, yeah, it works. So we have created a three-dimension array, which is what? It has three columns, and columns are um this straight line, then rows are this straight line. How you get me? Rows are straight, rows are like this, while columns are like this, right? So 1 4 7 10 are what? Columns. 2, 5, 8, 11 are colon, 3, 6, 9, 12 are colon. So the roll is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if you have any question, you can let me know. So I will answer you. So this one is a three-dimensional array that has three columns and four rows. So do you have any question about that? So this is first aspect. Then you can as well do slicing, which is you can get the first list of this array. So what you need to do is print ARR. Then want to do slicing. Let's take the first um the first index. So if we check the first index, okay, let's cover our. So the first index in this array is what? 1, 2, 3, which was represented as what? 0. So let's see if it will give us 1, 2, 3 as our output. So you can either run it from here or you do shift enter. So yeah, now we now have our, okay, when we print array slicing 0, it gave us everything. But let's now see what will happen if we have 0, comma 1, comma 2. Let's see. So can you see now that it gave us what? 6. So what is this showing you? So that about this. So the reason it is printing 6, this is why that the first number represents the first dimension, which contain two array, which is 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6. And the second one is what? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Since we selected 0, we are left with the first array, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. While the second number represents the dimension, which also contains two arrays, which is what? 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. And since we select 1, we are left with the second array. And the third number represents the third dimension, which contains three values. So that's why we now end up with the third value, which is what? Yeah, 6. So let me close this and answer any question that you need. Okay, welcome back. So let me quickly show you. So I have started another array, MP array. So what I did in this one is that I represented this one and this one inside one bracket using the outer bracket. So I represented this one and this one too in one bracket using outer bracket. So if I now do print arr arr with an index of 0, it should give us this one, which is a combination of this and this. So let's check. Let us close our bracket. Let's save it and let's run it. Can you see what I'm saying now? So because I've wrapped this one and this one together, it gives me this one as an output. So this one is now 0, this one is now 1. So if you do the same thing for 1 and change this one to 1 and you run it, can you see it gives you what? 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that means we have the index, two indices in this three three-dimensional app. So you can also do negative indexing too. If you do negative indexing, we said negative indexing is that they do minus and they always start from the back. So if you do negative index here, which is what? -1, if you run it, you see that it will start from what? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you can try as much example as you can try. So NumPy 2 has an array slicing, which you have said that you can pass slice instead of index, like start end steps and the rest of them. So let's do an array of, let's still use arr equal to np dot array, then close the bracket. Inside bracket, do a list of 1 to, let's say 1 to 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me check. Let me check. So if I want to print, you do print arr arr. Let's first print that arr. Then if you run it, it gives you the full list. Then you can also do slicing. It should give you print arr from 1 to 5, right? From 1 to 5. Then you do bracket. That means it gives you all the information that you have from 0 index to 5, from 1 index to 5, which is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And from 1 is what? 2. This one is represented as 0 index when you want to do slicing. So your one starts from where? 2, and it will not give you um the fifth number, which is what? Which one is what? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is where it will end. So um what I'm saying is that this print array 1 to 5, it check it checks the range of value check the range of values from index 1 to 5. So it it will print out all the numbers from 1, but it will exclude the fifth the what the fifth number. So that's why we now have 2, 3, 4, 5 as our index. So if you have any question, please let me know, and you can try as many examples as you have. And I've told you that we also have negative slicing, which negative slicing you can also do the same thing as your let's do -3. So it should do -3 to -1. So it should do slicing from -3 to -1. So if you do from -3, I told you that if you do negative slicing, you're gonna start from the back, right? So it's gonna start from this back instead of starting from this front. If you do negative starting from this back. So, and in negative you don't count 0. You start from -1. So this one is what? -1, -2, then -3, right? So I will say it should go to from -3 to -1. So this one is -3. This one will be what? Minus um this one is -1, -2, -3. 0, 1, 2, 3. So -1, -2, -3. So it will not give you the first index. It will give you the second and the third index. So if you do, let's do another negative slicing, which says from, let's say, -4 to -2. That means it should go from minus 2 to minus 4. If you run this, it will give you a 4 and 5, which is what? This one is minus 1. This one is a minus 2. This one minus 3. This one is what? Minus 4. So from minus 4 is what? 4 to minus 2. Which one is minus 3? This one is minus 2. It will not give you this 2. It will just print from minus 4 to minus 1. This one is minus 1. This one is minus 2. This one is minus 3. This one is for minus 4. So the church range, your church people can say you should do from minus 4 to minus 2. So which it will not actually print the starting point, the ending point, but we print all of the starting point. Did you get anything from this negative slicing? So there's something called step. So you use step value to determine the step of the slicing. So as you have said too earlier that step in Python is still same thing as step 2 in this negative. So we want it to go from number 1 to 5. We want it to go to from number 1 to 5, then using two steps. That means once it's reached the first number, it will jump to the second. It will jump 2 steps and move to the third one. Did you get the point? So, for example, if you do ARR from 1 to 5, which is this one is 0, right? From 1 is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, it should not print your 6. So, it should give you everything from 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, since we're not giving a step of 2, that means it should jump 2 steps at each time. So, if we actually start from here, if you jump 2 steps, which was 3 and 4, it will give you 5. So, we are expecting 2 and 5 in this result if you run it. Let's see if the answer, can you see? Sorry, 2 and 4. Can you see we now have 2 and 4 because we are using what? Step. This is what? Let me make a comment. This is step feature in slicing. So that about steps. If you have any questions, so you have sliding into the arrays as well, which you can also check out yourself. So that's that about slice. So let's do data type, numpy data type. So in case you're still having any question, please let me know so that we can quickly numpy. Okay, what is your question? This one. So I said here that we do negative slicing, right? And whenever you want to do negative slicing, you always start from the back, not from the front. Did you get the point? So if you are doing positive slicing, which is this one is what? Positive slicing, right? It starts from this front. So if you do positive slicing, let me do positive slicing of this so you know. So let me do print ARR. It should be ARR. Then let me do what number should we do? Let's do 3. So if you run it, yeah, sorry, I didn't close the bracket. So if you run it, can you see it gives us what? This is positive, right? Positive P, which is what? This one is what? 0, right? Number 1 is what? 0. Number 2 is what? 1. Number 3 is what? 2. Number 4 is what? 3. Number 5 is what? 4. Now that we are looking for 3, so our 3 is where rested on here. So because it is positive, it starts from what? From the front. Now, if you are doing negative, negative will start from the what? From the back. And negative does not start with 0. Negative starts with what? Minus 1. So let's now do the negative of these 3 so that you get the ideologies. So it should not be 4 any longer, but let's see what it will give us. I hope you are listening, Shao. So if you do this one and run it, Can you see it? Give us 5. So how did we get 5? I told you that negative usually start from the back, right? So the 7 is minus 1. 6 is what? Minus 2. 5 is what? Minus 3. And what do we have here? 5. So 4 is what? Minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7. So that is the ideology about negative. Negative starts from the back, but does not start with 0. It starts with what? Minus 1. Do you have duration? Yes. So after that, it's still the same ideology in this ratio because you want it to start from negative 3 to negative 1. And this one is what? Negative 1. This one is what? Negative 2. This one is what? Negative 3. So you want it to now range from negative 3, which is 5, to negative 1, which is what? 7. That's why we now have what? But if it will be ending at 1, it will not print out the last number. Have you forgotten? It will not print out the last number, which is what? 7. So 7 is what? Minus 1. 6 is what? Minus 2. 5 is what? Minus 3. So the answer here will not give us what? Where is it? Yeah, 5 and 6. 5 and 6. Mhm. 5 and 6. 1 HO5. Which one? Okay. I'm not seeing this one. Okay, this one. This one is to check a range between the number first index and number fifth index. So, and if it's because it is positive, it will start from here, from this front. So if it's starting from this front, it should not be 1. What is 1 in this place? 1 is 2. So it should not be 2, which is 1, 3, which is 2, 4, which is 3, 5, which is 6, uh sorry, 0, which is 1, 2, which is 0, which is 1 here, 2, which is 1, 3, which is 2, 4, which is 3, 5, which is 4, and the rest. Any question before we continue?